Hey guys, Aaron and Ninja here in the park at our Richmond clinic in the sun, enjoying some Melbourne sunshine, and we're going to talk to you today about our bodywork course. So it's coming up to that time again. We're about a month out, 5 weeks out from the next intake. It'll be our fourth intake, and we're going to once again have a chat about it, about how bloody good it is. We've just finished our third intake, and by far the best one we've done out of the three. Just the crew we had, just how present they were, how active they were every week in the webinars. We had massive turnouts, super good questions asked. They just really took a deep dive into it, didn't they? And it just made us realise what we created, what we did in the outset, it came to life, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which was the best thing.
Yeah, it's our dream. I think it is that we want to get this work out there to the world. Like, we know just in Melbourne how many people are suffering and need good hands-on work, and like we just know that everywhere around the world there's going to be people in the same situation, and they just need you to be able to help them out, you know. So
yeah, the beauty of it is that it's so simple. Like, we do quite detailed work, but if you understand the two principles that uphold the entirety of our program, which is what we tell you in the first lesson, that underpins every single technique. And so once you get those concepts, everything that you do is actually quite simple, which is quite weird because you can fix some really complex and chronic conditions that a lot of other esteemed practitioners haven't been able to make inroads in. And we can get someone who has just joined our team a month into training to achieve amazing reviews. Like, we've got a couple of our practitioners that work in our team that within a month of working got these amazing Google reviews basically saying that exact sentiment, that they'd seen all these people and they came to our clinic, and a person that we've just taught to stick to these principles has been able to unwind something embedded and chronic in this person's body. And for us, it's just like, anyone can do this. You know, obviously we want people that have a passion about helping people in bodywork, but if you're in the industry and you're not learning this stuff, we don't understand, like, you're missing out, because it's the best job. It's so rewarding when you can shake someone's hand at the end of a session and you just see in their eyes their gleam because you've been able to unlock this thing that's been stuck in them.
Yeah, they know they're on the path to getting better. You know, their body's going to heal itself. And just to sum up what you said, it's simple, but it allows you to go deep.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the same principles apply across the physical body, but kind of unlocking stuff in belief systems as well. It's the same principle. Like, we're trying to clean it, we're trying to organise it, we're trying to make it so it flows, so it just can heal itself. You know, and a lot of times it's just one human working together with another, not working on them, but working together with them. It's able to get amazing results. You know, and it's just so satisfying that when you can help out somebody on such a deep level, you know, that something's been stuck in them for so long, and you'll be able to shift it, make it flow, and the body just does all the work. It can heal itself. So.
And then, like you said, it happens on other levels. Like, the physical is our base level, and we connect with them, and that builds a certain level of rapport where we can go deeper with either conversation or into some deeper mental, psychological blocks that they might have. But the first unraveling of that physical block is what allows the rest to happen on a mental, psychological, spiritual, whatever level it is. It starts with the physical, and as body workers, that's our role. That's what we do. We're plumbers. That's why we call ourselves plumbers, because we're pushing into someone's blocks, shit, and we're clearing it so there's flow. And the method that Ninja's been able to develop over 25 years. He had a download 25 years ago because he was in your position, I was in your position, that feeling of you want to help people. You're not in this industry if you don't want to help people, but you feel like you're lacking something. Something's missing in your arsenal. You haven't got that thing in the toolkit that makes you confident when someone comes in that you're going to be like, I'm going to fix you. You know, you're lacking that thing, and we were there too.
Yeah.
And Ninja, with the help of his mentor, Robert Young, was able to have this download and see through fascial theory, there's this amazing technique here that I can develop even further by going into the tendon at a certain pace, where we can start to do these spot treatments for the real world. Because, you know, the real person, when people are time poor, they're in pain, they need results fast. And I think that's what you downloaded, didn't you?
A method, a philosophy and a method of achieving the results that you want. And I think for me, back 25 years ago, I was going to different gurus that were good soft tissue workers, and I kind of had a knowing that the deep tissue with the hands-on work was the avenue for me getting better as an athlete. You know, I wanted to sprint, wanted to perform well at basketball, things like that. I knew I was seeking out that kind of stuff, and there was so many times I was left disappointed. You know, I've got a story about sitting out in the car park, bloody working on my own neck. You know, and just
after a session,
I just paid good money, big money in those days, just to have my neck worked on. Had specific pains, and they didn't even, you know, when I said, "Oh yeah, that's it," they just didn't even stay on it, or didn't even honour what I was saying. Didn't respect what I was saying. I felt violated in a way. So I kind of took that as impetus to work it out. I kind of devoted my life to body work.
Yeah.
That's what I pursued. I wanted to be the best in the world at it. And then, you know, I worked out it was such a simple formula to be able to achieve it. And I just know that anybody can do it.
Yeah,
anybody can do it.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? That's what we're passionate about.
Yeah.
We almost feel like, you know, where you are in your career, and I'm just lucky that being in the position that I was, like I just said to you guys, 10 years ago, I found you and I was able to harness this stuff at a quite young age. But I think because we realise how we can teach people how to be effective in a really fast way, we have a duty of care to get this out. Like, the people of Earth need this treatment, but the body workers of the planet need it too, because they need to have that feeling of purpose and self-worth and self-esteem that they're able to have an impact with their community, with their customers. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to embark on this mission so that long after Ninja's gone, I'm gone, there's people pushing this across, because unfortunately in our industry, especially the Western model, people are moving far, far away from manual therapy, like to the point where they're not even doing it. And it's, you know, I get what they're trying to do, but they're missing such an important key piece about human connection, interaction, the development of rapport and trust to actually go deeper, like we said before. And that's why we have a role to play, but you have a role to play too. If you're watching this, if you've seen our technique, you're listening to us right now, come into our program, because you've got an important role to play in the future, and we want to get our message out to you so you can help people all over the world. Like, we were lucky enough in this last intake to have a few people that were the first practitioners in their country to be certified. So we've had a lot in, we had Scotland, we've had England, which was awesome to us because we finally got someone that we can send customers to over in that country. And our goal is to have one, first of all, on every continent. And then, you know, we have the big dream of having someone in every country, or, you know, at least within, I don't know, 300 Ks, 400 Ks,
and,
you know, access.
Yeah. It's like we've got an Olympic torch.
Yeah.
We've got the fire here. We just want to, you know, give you some fire. keep your flame alive, you know.
That's a great way to think about
have it around the world, you know. How cool would that be? That's our mission.
Yeah.
That's our dream, you know, and we're doing everything we can to keep this dream alive and to make it into reality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've got an important role. If you're watching this, go to our page, have a look at the details, and you can book an obligation-free chat with us, where it's just you and us having a yarn. We can hear you out. You can ask all your questions, all your queries. We'll see if you're going to be a great fit for the program. And like Ninja said, keep the flame alive. So if you're watching this and you've got to this point, book your free chat, okay? You might not even be a practitioner. You might be someone that's looking for a career change because you want more purpose in your life. We've done that numerous times. We've got people working for us right now that are still completing their studies. They started our course as a tradie or as someone who wasn't even in the workforce, and we've been able to train them up. My own dad, he's been in retail his whole life, and 3 years ago I put it on him to come and do our stuff, and now he works with us and he's dominating. So anyone can do this. So if you feel called by our message, just book your chat, no matter who you are. Do it. Let's have a yarn, and we'll see if we can get you into our next intake.
Yeah. Start fixing people.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Done.